it happened in a big way in Dhaka. So what does education mean? What this university means? What the role of the teachers are all about? So they are the ones standing in front of the students trying to calm them down. Didn't listen. Gave their facts and made it happen. Now it's election time. Election is coming up on 12th of February. The uprising tore apart everything. They created their own charter, July Charter, to undo everything that we are stuck up with. So there will be a referendum to adopt what the future constitution of Bangladesh should be like. Because they felt the root of all the trouble is the constitution. We can't go along with that. We didn't teach them in the classroom all those things. So where are we in the university? Who are we talking to? Today, they have formed their own political party. And very soon, on the 13th of February, they will be on the ballots. I'm sure some of them will get elected. They were in our classroom the other day. Now they are on the street and then they are in the political party of their own. And if they get elected, someone may be the education minister. Tell us the community of educators. What education is all about. What the university education would be like. What it should be. So it's a world of very different kinds. So we have to pay attention to what's going on, but it's coming up. Old ways of doing things is self-destructing mechanism. We have to do it quickly, as they have done quickly. July, August, uprising. So this is one issue. I hope this will be taken up seriously in this gathering, in this discussion where we are, what is being missed, how we can run and be in the front rather than falling behind. So that's the challenge of the day. It's not going away. It will show up again and again unless we fix us all the things that we pass on in the name of education. I hope you will have a chance to invite some of those leaders to come and tell us why they moved from the classroom to the street. And what is their expectation, what is missing in the classroom. So there is no mismatch. Education on one side, young people on the other side. That's no good. So this is an appeal. See if you can look through the videos since you missed out the real happening, but only a few months back, right here on this street. And ask yourself. The other issues that I wanted to share, which I have been fondly pursuing as a lone voice, probably, that our education system is wrong. This is a simple point I was making, I keep making. Our education system is job-oriented education. In the back of our mind, that everything we do, we think, if you go to this, if the student goes to this courses, they'll be good enough to take a job. If he or she fails to take a job, we think failure on the part of the student, not us. Why do we design a job-oriented education? That you have to have a degree to go to the job market so that they find you appropriate candidate. Is this the purpose of education? I'm sure you've gone through many times from a different perspective. How to adapt your syllabus and everything to be appropriate for the market, quote unquote market. My position always has been, human being is a free person. Job comes from the tradition of slavery. You slave for somebody. You don't like the job, but you do it because they pay you. That's slavery. My lonely voice saying that human beings are born as a creative being. That's how we survive in this planet, as a creative being. From the very day we are born, we are creative. Even as a baby, we are creative. Creativity is essence of human being. Job is the negation of it. It takes away your creativity. You take orders. That's slavery. These young people who marched on the street, they refuse to be slaves, refuse to take these orders. And that's where the conflict began. So what kind of education that you will be giving? This is a question I raise with you. You may dismiss it. You may pause for a while. But this is my point. Should we continue this education to create slaves? Turning creative being into slaves. That's a criminal job. So I translated that creativity into entrepreneurship. Entrepreneur is a creative being. Why can't we teach entrepreneurs rather than job seekers? Tell young people you're not job seekers, you're job creators. You're agents of change. You create things the way you imagine. Imagination is the essence of human being. We discredit it. We say, no, not born to be practical. They are born with enormous power of imagination. That's what drives them, makes them fall crazy. That's why they gave lives, imagination. They had nothing on the street. They had an imagination. We want to build a new Bangladesh. That's their slogan. And they were committed to it, didn't give up. Older people telling them, no, you go back to school, get some jobs. Uprising is over. Fascist regime disappeared. But not just throwing away regime. You want to create the country in the imagination that we have. As you go around in Dhaka city, you'll be going probably between sessions or after the sessions, you'll see the walls on the street. Every wall is painted. Still the painting is on. These are not artists. All these young people are not artists. Just the kids from every family in their life. The kid is coming out, having some imagination about what the country should be. That's all. Burning idea in them. So while they are fighting on the street, giving their lives, they are painting on the wall. What's wrong with this society? They draw pictures. They are not painters. They have never painted anything before. But they stand they did. It's all there. Amazing expressions. You don't have them in your textbooks. They never learn from any poem or anything. Just figured it out, what this is all about. Just I remember one quickly. One writes, there's no substitute. It goes on because there's no alternative. He gives the answer, I am the alternative. Similar thing all over Dhaka city. It's not only Dhaka city, every city in Bangladesh, you go, you see these paintings on the wall. There was no plan, there was no somebody created this little messages, no. Everybody figured out their own messages. They just go to the little shop on the street, ask for money, please give me some money, I want to buy some paint and some brush so that I can paint something on the wall. This is where the money came from, but there was no planning authority deciding who should do what, nothing. That is the inner creativity every single human being. So education right there on the street. But we refuse to learn. We go back to the books. We write, we learn how to write a good application for a job. That's the mismatch. I hope we could debate and discuss what education should be. Students have not raised that issue yet. They are so busy with the political issues. But someday they will raise it. What is it? Why are you teaching this? Who needs it? They will define what the education should be. And you should help them. Because we fail. We fail to help them grow up in their imagination. Make them imagine, make them go for it. Because that's what life is all about. Imagine and make it happen. I hope you'll have a chance to go through this from the videos or even inviting some of them. They will feel awkward because big professors sitting in front of students to listen. They may mumble. Just like any other kid in your classroom. They're scared of their teachers. But because of the uprising, they may have hardened a little bit. I'm not talking about boys, I'm talking about both boys and girls. You listen to those girls who were pushed in the back of the home. Now they are leading the nation. Same girl, not a different family. Same girl who are taught again and again, don't do this, don't do this. You're not supposed to do this. She's on the street, speaking out her mind. So you're in the right place and see what it means to our region. Our region is it one totality. We are a family. Politicians make them forget that. So we have to rediscover ourselves. Thank you. I'm very happy to be with you. Sorry for all this on-the-spot remarks. I hope it will mean something to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your profound wisdom, inspiring vision, and invaluable guidance for the future of higher education in South Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, now photo session with Honorable Chief Advisor.